Today we'll see how to work with break and continue statement in Java using VS Code. Now, the Java break statement is used to break loop or switch statement. So we can use break statement inside the loop or in case of switch case statements. So the purpose of the break statement is just to come out of the particular block when the condition is satisfied. And already I used break in switch case statements. You can just see the previous video of mine, that is the conditional statements. There I use the break statement for every case block. It breaks the current flow of the program at specified condition. So if the condition is true, based on that we apply the break statement. If the condition is false, we just continue with the other statements. In case of the inner loop means we talk about nested loops. That is a loop inside another loop. The outside loop is called as the outer loop. The inside loop is called as the inner loop. And here if we write a break statement in case of inner loop, it breaks only the inner loop and it works with the outer loop. Now the Java break statement works with all types of loops such as for loop, while loop and do while loop. Now what is syntax? We have only the keyword called break. So based on the condition, you can apply the break statement. Now coming to the flow chart, here this is the start of the application. Now here we are trying to check one condition. If suppose we go for a loop and the loop condition is been checked, if it is true, internally we are writing one more condition. If that condition is true, then we apply break. So you can see once you apply break, you're just coming out of the block. If suppose this condition is, the inner condition is false, then we execute the particular statements. Now if the outer condition is false directly, then we just comes out of the block. So every time we just continue with the current, that means the next iterations, until unless the condition is satisfied. Okay, if the condition is true only, we just apply break and we just comes out of all the statements, because now these statements are not going to print or execute. Now coming to the continuous statement. Now the continuous statement is used when there is a need to skip a particular condition and continue with the rest of the execution. So if you just compare with the break and continue, break is used to stop the particular execution of the particular block and you just come out. But here continuous statement says that whenever the condition is satisfied, you skip only that particular iteration and continue with the next iteration. So if at all I am using inside the loop, when a continuous statement is encountered, then the control directly jumps to the beginning of the loop for the next iteration instead of executing the statements of the current iteration. So only whenever the condition is true, the current iteration is going to be skipped, but the next iteration is going to follow. But when you apply break and the condition is true, then you are going to completely come out of the particular block. There is no further execution of the particular block. So here we have a continue keyword as a syntax. Now coming to the flow chart, here we have a start of the application. Then here the loop condition has been checked. If it is true, again inner condition has been checked. If the particular thing is true, we are not going to execute the statements. We are trying to skip. You can see there is no line. We can skip the current iteration and again it goes for the next iteration and again checks the condition of the loop. If the condition whatever you're checking is false, then the statements are executed. That means here what happens, if the condition is true, the current iteration will not be executed. It goes for the next iteration. That means it is skipping the current iteration where the condition is true. But whenever the condition is false, it directly works with the statements. And if the condition is failed initially only, then it just comes out of the particular block. Now I'll show you the execution of this break and continue statements using VS Code. So in order to work with that, we need to open the VS Code. So in the search bar, you can just search for Visual Studio Code and you just click that. And now this is the environment for your application. Now here, whenever you are trying to work with the Java programs, we need to create one folder and save all the files into the particular folder. And the process of creating the folder, I already explained in my previous videos. You can just go through the previous videos and check. Now, as of now, I already have the folder with me, so I'm going to save into this. So I have a main folder called Java VS1 and I have a subfolder VS2. So I want to create inside this. So you can see the arrow mark of this particular folder is pointing downwards so that whenever you create a new file, it goes into this. If I click like this, that means what are the files you create, that will be going for the main folder. I don't want to create it in the main folder. I want to create it in the subfolder. So just click this and you see that the arrow mark is pointing downwards. Now here we have an icon for new file. You just click this and here I'm writing like something like break demo as a class name and you suffix with .java extension. That is mandatory. For all Java applications, .java is the extension. Write the Java code, class keyword, followed by the class name, break demo. Then the main method, public static void main. Then we write string arguments. Now here I'll take a loop for int I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, I plus plus. Now here I want to check the condition like if that I double equal to 3, then I need to apply a break. If not, I need to print the I value. Simple logic. I'm taking 1 to 10 as a range. So I equal to 1, that is initialized with 1. Then 1 less than 10, the condition is true. Here 1 double equal to 3, false. Then the break is going to skip and you print that I value called 1. Again I plus plus, it becomes 2. 2 less than 10, the condition is true. If 2 double equal to 3, condition is false, the break is skipped, it will not work. Then this line will print 2. Then again I becomes 3. 3 less than 10, true. 3 double equal to 3, then this break get executed and you come out of the loop. Okay, so your answer need to be only 1 and 2. So just save the program and run the application. Here you have run code, just click that. So here you can see only 1 and 2 as an output because we applied break when the condition is equal to 3. So in this way, the break statement is going to work. Now one more program I'll show with the continue. So I'll show the same program. Just copy and here you create a new file like continue demo.java. Just paste here, change the name of the class name, continue demo. Now here instead of break, what I'll write is continue. That's all. So what I'm trying to do, if the condition I value is equal to 3, then you need to continue. That means this particular 3 should not be printed, but it need to continue with the next iteration like 4 less than 10, 4 double equal to 3, then the condition is being false, then you are going to print like this. So your answer should be 1, 2, 3 is skipped because the condition is true. You are continuing. Continuing means it goes to this one updation. It will not print the value. So our answer will be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 except 3. But when you compare with a break statement, so whenever the condition is true, the break is applied and you are coming out of the loop. But here, whenever the condition is true, the continue is applied. That means this iteration number 3 is skipped, but it continues with the fourth iteration. But in break, we are not going to continue. The next iteration, it completely stops and comes out of the block. So that is the difference. So just save the file and run the code. Now here you got the answer like 1, 2, 3 is skipped. Because the 3 condition was true here, then it continues. That means that iteration, that println will not work here. Then it goes to the fourth iteration. And so that's the reason 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that is use of the continuous statement. So I hope you understood the difference between the break and continuous statement in Java. And if you like this tutorial, please share to your friends and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any requirement of other videos, the technological videos, please do post in comment so that I will try to prepare that videos for your requirement. Thank you.